I'm probably gonna put a preface over this video saying that this video is pretty much just nothing but mining and talking with no real sense of progression. Hello everybody, welcome back to another StoneBlock. I have my skin back. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do. Where it's not there, I have to usually the quest button up there. Quest line, start a StoneBlock. This project, oh yeah, I forgot this project in this. Okay, I'm just looking. By the way, Draconic Evolution was so good. And then they wrecked it by doing what they did to it. Okay, so what do we want to do? We're going to have to do it all, of course, but what should we do? We could make progression and go just in general this way. Like, get the nether. Or we could go to the nether this episode, or we could start on Tinker's Construct. I think we do what I'm comfortable with. And what I'm comfortable with is Tinker's Construct. So we're doing that. Look, it works on my mob farm. Okay, I need to figure out a way to. Honestly, do we need to? I feel like people do. If anybody actually did watch RL Craft, they do deserve an explanation on what's going on. It's gone. Yeah, no, RL Craft is dead. Basically, I'm about to die. But so basically, Essential, the thing we use for the actual thing we use for like to get everyone onto a server and not just have people just not have everyone doing their own solo adventure actually ended up bugging on the person holding onto the server, so we couldn't use it. And second, just in general, as a hope to fix it, the guy did a bit of a dumb thing and erased the installation of RL Craft. And what that does is erase everything on the actual file, like world saves. So I guess we can get. I guess you might be able to know where that's going. Basically, yeah, the world bit gone, and that kind of hurts, but it happens. And yeah, so unfortunately, Railcraft not happening. That's it's gone. And also, it's only really like another issue with it is that it felt like only one person was actually enjoying it. Like RL Craft was mainly just ooh, I like this. And I mean, we did it because we're all meant to be recording. Except one guy, the guy, Cullen, just did it once and then never again. And he didn't even post it. At least not yet, but I mean, yeah, his choice. But yeah, everyone actually does have recordings of it. Don't know if he's ever gonna put it out because of kind of what happened, but it happened, and we have a record of it. But on that little note, let's get started on Tinkers. I actually really like Tinkers. At first, I could not figure it out, but then after spending a bit of time with it myself, it's incredibly easy. Like, I don't even mean that like it's a thing that I know and I know that I can do. It's just in general really easy to accomplish for anybody. So if you don't know it, you can just kind of take this as a little bit of a guide. Okay, yeah, no. Wait, what? I mean, they're the same crafting recipe. Okay, I thought there were different crafting recipes. It's like we need 2 6. Don't we need also? Let's need a chest to make that one. We're gonna need another. We also need tool station. Oh, we made a button on accident. Okay. We also need the part builder. I think our actual like biggest hurdle is going to be actually making the furnace itself, because we need lava. I'm gonna be honest, lava takes a little bit, but everyone knows that, except for the people, for everybody, because nobody watches these. Hey, the numbers speak for themselves. I got the Tinker's achievement. Black Lotus. By the way, I think these things are only used for Botania, and we will get into that later on because I do like Botania as well. My mind is basically just a giant influx of a bunch of Minecraft mods. That's why I do so badly in school. And all I'm thinking about is Minecraft. And like Minecraft 2. Old Minecraft YouTubers who fell off. I'm looking at you, Sunday. Um, we need gravel. How? I mean, oh wait, I'm stupid. Eh? I was like, we need gravel. How do we get gravel? And it's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot that we have this mod. I I do want to start Sky Factory, but I'm not going to do it alone, of course. I'm going to do it with at least one other individual. And unfortunately, I don't have a server compatible. It's not a server I can buy. That's why I turned my computer into a Minecraft server. No, I'm not joking. No, I do genuinely have turned my computer into a Minecraft server. It was really easy as well. I think the hardest part was installing Java. Like at least installing the correct version of Java. I mean, if you have a powerful enough computer and you aren't using most of it, you can just kind of do that. I think currently the part I have to do, I mean, to actually get like people working on it, would be to set up port forwarding. But that's about it. And I don't know if I'd like to start a Sky Factory first, or possibly do an SMP. Those get the big views. I do need some big views. So yeah, this is always going to be pretty boring, but it works. This is just kind of all we can do. We're going to have to split about 2/3 of our gravel into 2/3 of our gravel into sand, and split that third of sand into just some dust, and then we just get to work with some water. Okay, I'm gonna stop there with that gravel. I will, unfortunately. Come on, go in. No, we're gonna need some saplings. This uses 10, and we're not gonna use all 10 of our jungle. We do, in fact, need some still. No matter how much it may seem like we will, of course, still need some. I had a hammer in here? Oh, I had 2 hammers in here. How close are you? Not very. I'm gonna need to make some more torches, because that's the only way we're growing plants in here. Um, so we're going to need. I have some coal. Oh yeah, you get coal from. We can also just in general use some torches. Like, I'll just make like a specific area for my tree farm that isn't just in the middle of the middle of nowhere. Let me just dig over here. Okay, something I need to get out of my head real quick. I think I can help it if I get it out of my head. Is T-Pain singing without auto tune, not audio.
Buy you a drink. I'm T-Pain.
Okay. Then eventually we're gonna start moving more stuff around to create bigger and better open fields. I actually, something cool I wanted to show. I spent like maybe an hour making this. It doesn't look that impressive on the main start, but it is pretty cool to me. I occasionally do make some skin stuff. Wait a minute. Oh no, that looks horrendous. The hood looks horrendous. Simply because I have that little streak in the middle of my. Yeah, that looks better. Looks a lot better. And it spent like a bit of time doing this, but yeah, no, the hood looks terrible right now. I'll have to fix that one later. It has that little white streak, so it just looks like I have like the Vegeta hairline, but for the hood. Vegeta hood. Uh, so I have to make that either darker, lighter, or just because if you didn't know, pretty obvious. The skin is based on a mushroom. Ow. I'm gonna go beat the baby. I'm gonna go beat that baby. Go over here. Go. Up to you. Nice, we have eggs. This little small area, just so you know, I can actually see what's going on. Check any, and also just keep myself from danger. You can see. Oh, I'll hold on to these. That's actually really good stuff. No, not the brewing stand's not the best. I mean, it's cool to have. Also, we've got our water. And now, somewhere, guess, I don't know, but I guess somewhere I'll place the, I guess right here. Right here is pretty, it's pretty wide and nice. And boom. Well, unfortunately, this thing's not useless. At least I'm pretty sure it's useless. Let me check. Yeah, that's it. It literally just makes water, which is how you meant to get water. Also, I don't. Why is this still a dementia? Also, that means this is done. Unfortunately, we do not have amazing lava sources. How did people get automated the nether? Oh, that's just grand. I'm going to keep going to the nether. Actually, what am I thinking? I still need diamonds. I don't even have diamonds yet, which means I could never. How do I get diamonds? I forgot. Uh, do we have to go through the diamond essence route? Or no, it's heavy sea. That's how. And then we could go the chicken route. We could go two. We can go two routes here. We can go like. Actually, I'm joking. We could go like three routes. We can go mystical agriculture or the chickens. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had to do that, I'd 100% go through chickens. Because chickens, it's pretty much just all luck. And it's not even like. That's the thing I'm gonna be honest. I did not like about Railcraft is that it just kind of requires luck to get by. I don't know if maybe if I get told enough, hey, it's actually really good. You just had a terrible time with it. Maybe I'll do it again, even though I've had it twice, and one of those runs was pretty decent. We shoved blue goo in the walls. That's like the reference that we keep talking about in like the first video, shoving blue goo in the walls. Because our base was in a savannah, so it was too hot. The Noah found two like no, not two. He found just in general a puddle of blue goo, and it was releasing monsters, but it was making everything really cold. So he's like, this thing it could summon monsters, but it's gonna make our house cold. And I was good for it. Yeah, this episode's just been basically just be a ton of digging. Unfortunately, what's really bad is that Minecraft doesn't have a infinite lava source. Not in this version. I cannot wait for. I'm 100% gonna be making, like, I think I should talk about some more of the games that I play. That isn't just Minecraft, Forsaken, Balloons, and Chernobyl Coins Tax Evasion. Even though I literally played that once and never again. I actually just haven't. Like, maybe if I'll play it one day again. Don't know if it's gonna be soon. But yeah. So some of the other games I play. I play Terraria. I wanna get I wanna play Terraria with Noah. Because Noah actually does, like, the group that we talk about, like, quote, the Rishmards, is the three dudes, me, Colin, and Noah. We have no brain, half a brain, and then most brain, which isn't even that much. I think together we have like four brain cells combined, and like 1.5 is coming from me. Uh, like a 2 is coming from Noah, and a half is coming from Colin. They play Terraria, Power Wash Simulator. I cannot wait for October 23rd. That's when Power Wash 2 comes out. And I play Binding of Isaac. Let me just open up Steam real quick. Here's some of the games. Uh, We're gonna play Lethal Company at one point. We're gonna play Mock Peak. All those games. We're gonna play Raft all together. Um, I feel like we definitely probably want to do that. I might play this, and yes, I do know what that is. I want to play Ark, except Ark takes a bunch of space, and yeah, but that's mainly it. Besides, like, we're talking about Roblox games. I play occasionally JJS. Like, I don't play it for, like, to be toxic. I mainly play it with, like, everybody has everyone has ults already, and we just beat each other up with infinite ultimate, and of course with cooldowns. If you don't have cooldowns, then it's gonna fail. You're not nobody's gonna have any fun anymore. And of course, if anybody picks Mahito, we attempt to bully them. Most of the time, it goes wrong. I mean, actually, I could make something. I'll say that for a little bit though. Um, and once somebody 0.2 seconds domains, we all just kind of die. My if we're talking about my favorite character, favorite character is either Higuruma or Toto. Because honestly, most of the time Higuruma's banned from our little like infinite because he's just annoying and he just sends everyone to court, makes everyone lose an ability, and can become negated to most attacks using domain amplification. And occasionally do boss fights where like one person becomes Heian Sukuna and everyone with infinite ult tries to fight him. Of course, you can't just do that normally. You have to specifically put it on 0.5 damage multiplier, making it feel like an actual boss fight. Not just because Sukuna won't last. Sukuna will very much easily kill everybody. Like a good Sukuna will kill everybody. But that's why, of course, you get infinite lives. And even then, even once you do get the infinite lives, you still can just get bullied. It's basically just a game that Sukuna can never win. Just basically seeing how long you can go. If, yeah, and of course, Heyroom was banned from those, so I play Toto for those, and then Brothers people, and they die. Not of course, they don't immediately die because the 0.5 damage multiplier on. So it's just to make every character makes it feel like one, it's an actual boss fight. Two, so attacks like strong dismantle don't just insta kill, and how you can actually live like most of the attacks at least one time. You'll almost never live too. But it also makes it a lot harder on the survivors. It's not just it helps them yet hurts them because it makes it to where they don't instantly die, but they also don't do as much damage. Yeah, so I think the specific characters we had banned were Hikari because you can't really fight that with infinite ultimate. We also had, yeah, of course, Higuruma, and for some reason the cockroach. Don't know what the cockroach. Maybe it was bust or something, or locust guy, whatever he is. Uh, yeah, Yuki's also banned just because of her ultimate. I feel like Yuki would usually be fine if we didn't. Like, he just kind of has to ban the ultimate. Basically, most insta kill characters are removed, and except for Mahito stays because Mahito's domain doesn't actually affect him, which is funny. Like, yeah, you can start sit next to him. Nothing bad happens to you. Nothing bad happens to Sukuna. It just kind of kills you then. Honestly, the best domain for handling that would be Gojo's, of course, because you can't really fight back. And he'll live a purple because it's just the damage multipliers. So you could sacrifice your own teammate just to get a hollow nuke off. I am running out of food in this place. I seriously start growing stuff again. Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink. I can put you in a mansion way out in Wisconsin. Most of the time, Mahito can't even like actually land. idle transfiguration twice before dying. Can we not grow it? Because this exact block is in a slime forest from this point on, so we'd have to move it one block over. Maybe that's it.
I think not grow. Where is it?
Oh, that's interesting. There it is. Okay, it's working. Basically, a bit of a. Oh, there we go. Finally. Huh. Apple. Eat the apple. I've actually started to read Harry Potter. Some notes. I do not support their beliefs. That's all I need to say.
Second, I'm watching it.
God, why is this my glutes, dude? I need to make more freaking bone meal. I only have 11 bones. Is it these? Please. What is it? I don't even know. How to need a T-Pain.
I like run out of things to talk about. How about like RL craft, where that went. Um, talking about just in general what I like to do. Try to go through childhood YouTubers this time. And I watched, of course, popular MMOs, Sunday, DanTDM, Think Noodles, Jerome ASF. Then he became Sky's Minecraft. Who else? Who else? I try to dig through my mind. Of course, FGTV. That was like big old turning point. No wonder this thing wasn't growing. Um, who else? Who else? Um, okay, I found out a spot. Um, trying to think, who did I watch growing up? Fear Razor, Gizzy, Gaza. Oh, our guy Rocky, that was a big one. I'm getting like seriously distracted. No, I wouldn't call that I wouldn't call it like a bad thing. We were just talking. People get to know me better. It's always a good thing. Not like some guy who has no personal interests and only does this. But no, I very much do have personal interests. It's my favorite videos. That's why of course, some content creators are watching now are like ones who say fuck and shit. Like, uh, currently it's going with like Smitty, it's pretty. It's pretty like wide, like a pretty wide range of. Trying to think. Who else? Who else? Possibly. Lazy Matman, of course. He is peak Isaac. I feel like any person who plays The Binding of Isaac at least has to know about Lazy Matman and like Huts and Northern Lion. I don't watch those two, but I do watch Lazy Matman. Who else? Who else? Who else? Um um. You see, I have enough. Like I have decent saplings, but okay, that was fast. But I don't have any food. How would I get food in my current situation? What can I turn these into food? No. I could make a chicken farm. I also do have a cake. I'm just making this area to be like a tree farm area for later. I don't know why I'm doing like this big, like symmetrical thing. Like I'm just gonna break it again anyway. Maybe it's just for my brain. It is. I brain feel cool whenever I do that. Um, any big events happen in my life? Not really. I took my test yesterday. It's like the biggest thing for me happening all week, pretty sure. I mean, what else do I have? Um, I generally think that like the most. I have a project as well in that same class I just took a test in. Um, little fun fact about myself: I do choir, but mainly just because we get on a trip like every year, so I mainly do it for that. But of course, it's first of all, it's just an easy A. Second of all, it is basically just karaoke, but you actually intend to know the song, and you can immediately forget it the very next semester. Some songs that we're currently doing is "Stopping by Woods," which is basically just I'm pretty sure it's a poetry, but then we just turned it into a song. Um, we're doing some "Feeling Good" by Michael Bublé. Uh, Winter Wonderland, Sleigh Ride. Is the concert's gonna be in like December, so of course we're doing Christmas songs. Don't question why "Feeling Good" by Michael Bublé is in there. Um, a song "Cizalaway" kind of talks about religion. Personally, I'm not religious, but yeah. What time is it? Oh, I've been recording for like 40 minutes. Uh, I'm probably gonna put a preface over this video saying that this video is pretty just nothing but mining and talking with no real sense of progression. 100% like just the parts I'm not talking, or like some parts where just like it's not entertaining. Just speed them up, and then just cut out the parts where I'm not talking because I take like after I'm done talking about something pretty interesting that I think it is. I then just stay silent for like 10 seconds before going on to something else. Like that right there. Uh, Another song we're doing. I can't think of the songs. I completely forget them. I think we're also doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and personally, I prefer Hero Brian is Coming to Town, which is that's not the actual name of the song, but it's basically just the cover that Sky Does Minecraft did back in like 2016. Even though he did like I think he did like one verse of the song, and that's it. Also, he tried to do I think like a little bit ago, like 2022, he tried to make like a bit of a comeback with Cops and Robbers to try and like nostalgia bait people to coming back. I think I was lucky to actually get the video and watch it. But yeah, it pretty much just was nostalgia bait, except not with there wasn't any like of the cool people from the original. It was just Jerome and his group. Because I mean I do like the Jerome. If he feels like something has changed, they're good. Because I mean, if he didn't believe that Adam had actually changed, he wouldn't have brought him back onto his channel. Because that's very dangerous to do. Also, I can't believe that KSI was the one to do Adam in. Say, talk to his ex and basically just say, yeah, this happened, and this happened. That reminds me of something I was saying like a bit ago. KSI, it's not KSI's music that's bad. It's KSI's like voice that makes it bad. Like I was listening to Thick of It, but of course, like I was only a little bit of Thick of It, but like it wasn't KSI's voice, and it actually sounded a bit decent. But I mean, we can never forget how Dan TDM actually just mocked KSI, sent one thing calling his product actual garbage, and then just dipped and never responded. He went on the freaking Tommy Innit podcast of all things. It's like he just kind of tweeted that of like rage, or got rage baited by the product, and then he proceeded to mog on pretty much everyone involved. I kind of I hate myself for using that word, but it doesn't really matter. I feel like it's like a it's like in that term I feel like I can use it freely. Use the brain rot words. It doesn't matter. I'll always hate myself for using those words. Maybe not even just for using those words. Maybe I'll just hate myself. That sounds pretty good. Think I'll do that one. I'll maybe expand this off camera and maybe get all the materials necessary to make the smeltery off camera. and then of course record me actually using the smeltery. We just, yeah, I should really expand this place. This little area I made. I mean, it's effective for actually storing the smeltery, but with the extra blocks that it asks you to make, it will not be effective. We need to expand it like a little bit out this way. I think this is like pretty much just pretty much like StoneBlock is just gonna be like a me series where I just talk. I'm currently working on getting Sky Factory because I feel like Sky Factory is gonna be fun with other people. Because yeah, Sky Factory. I've played Sky Factory. It does get boring when you're alone. And even whenever this is back, whenever you weren't recording, so you couldn't just talk to yourself and try to entertain yourself with your own thoughts and words. But yeah, I think I'll make like a couple sharing, like a couple of the. Like, that one didn't. That one gave me all the back. I'll just place that one there. For like just. I mean, I am kind of wrong. I still do need this oak crucible, just to quickly turn. Oh. Even though I 100% do not need this much clay, I'd rather have it than not. I think that should be most of the clay that I need. Except I do have a bit of extra clay.
Okay.
So we need seared bricks. Which route? Oh. Okay. I did a dumb thing. Okay. That's right. Unfortunately, I'm running out of time. So that's going to be all this episode has for us as I struggle to take off this pot from my head. So yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be all the time we have. And I will see you next time on StoneBlock.